Hello, my name is Noah James. I joined Boy Scout Troop 274 at the age of 10 in the fall of 2016. I was allowed to join early because I was a grade ahead in school for my age. I have been homeschooled since kindergarten, and my mom had accelerated me a year in school. My older brother had already joined, so I made it my goal to catch up to him as soon as possible. I rather enjoyed my time as a young scout, and I quickly made it my goal to become an Eagle Scout, just like my father. Throughout my years in Scouts, I always enjoyed working on the various merit badges. My favorites were really any that involved animals. Some of those included bird study, animal science, pet care, reptile and amphibian study, and veterinary medicines. For bird study, we spent 5 hours with the leader at Greenfield Park looking and listening for birds. During summer camp at Camp Daniel Boone, I got to shave a sheep and hold a chicken during the animal science merit badge class. For pet care, it requires you to keep an animal for 2 months. I didn't have an animal at the time, so I had multiple dog sitting jobs to make up for it. Finally, after 3 years of begging, I got my very own puppy. While at Camp Durant, I took the Reptile and Amphibian Merit Badge class, and afterwards, in order to complete the merit badge, I had to care for a reptile for 4 weeks. Luckily, a friend from the Scout office had 2 eastern box turtles that I ended up caring for in my backyard for 2 months around the time of Hurricane Florence. When I took the veterinary medicine merit badge class, it provided a great experience for me to see behind the scenes in a vet's office. The thought of attending NC State University and pursuing a degree in veterinary medicine is intriguing to me. With that said, I always knew I wanted to do something for animals with my Eagle project. I had hoped to make dog park play equipment for the Longleaf Pond Dog Park, but the New Hanover County Parks Department was afraid of the idea for various reasons. However, instead, they asked me to build wooden benches for humans that visit the dog park. So I made the best design I could find. Note, the best is rarely the easiest, as these were far from easy to build. The benches were a very sturdy and comfortable design that leaned back just a little instead of being straight up. There is 200 pounds of concrete holding each bench down, which means they'll be there for a long time to come. During installation day, before we left, all 4 benches were full of people. Seeing my project being put to good use and hearing the accolades of the dog park visitors was extremely rewarding for me. Lately, when I visit the dog park, all 4 of my benches are almost always occupied. Although I'm only 14 years old, I have had many opportunities to show leadership and service in both scouting and my church. In Boy Scouts, I have served as the patrol leader for my Screaming Eagles patrol for the past 2 years. I have presented a handful of Eagle Minutes for my troop. An Eagle Minute is a brief presentation of something we think might be on the Eagle Board of Review. One example is when I demonstrated proper handling of an axe. Another time I showed leadership was when my troop and I went to Camp Bowers to do the climbing merit badge with Mr. Dalton Hardy. Even though I was the youngest and shortest, I was the first to rappel down the climbing tower. I was proud when my fellow scouts gave me the nickname Yoda after I showed them how it was done. I have been given many opportunities to show service in scouting in my church. In scouting, I have participated in countless hours of service projects as required by each rank. For my Star Service project, I organized a volunteer day for Adopt an Angel. By the end of the day, our troop had collected 2 large shopping carts full of pet supplies and food. I've rung bells for the Salvation Army on several occasions. I've participated in most of my fellow troop members' service projects, including washing windows, installing lights, building shelves, working in camp hours, cleaning yards, and other service activities. At my church, I have also had many occasions for participating in service projects. In the summer of 2019, I went on an 8-day mission trip to Detroit, Michigan, with my church youth group. While in Detroit, we cleaned yards, installed flooring, canvassed neighborhoods, and helped host an outdoor fun day for a new church. In the summer of 2018, I went on a week-long church camp to Black Mountain, North Carolina. There, I received an award for having a servant's heart. I was the only one in the entire church camp of over 100 teenagers to receive this reward. For several years, I've gone to Red Springs, North Carolina with my church for the weekend, where we have done various service projects such as preparing meals for the homeless. I do feel that I have a servant's heart and will always be looking forward to opportunities to be helpful to others. After all, the Scout slogan is to do a good turn daily. Other activities I enjoy include taking piano lessons for the past 5 years and playing on a soccer team for the past 4. I'm an active member in my church youth group and enjoy playing with my dog, Charlie. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in Boy Scouts, and I always promise to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Benjamin. I started Boy Scouts when I was 11 in the spring of 2016. Similar to Noah, I had my sights set on being an Eagle Scout, just like my father. My brother joined me in Troop 274 later that year and was intent on catching up to me, which obviously he did. Having a friendly advancement competition with him contributed majorly to my progress toward being an Eagle Scout. Some of my favorite experiences of Scout have been the various merit badges that I've collected. My favorite merit badges include rifle shooting, shotgun shooting, archery, aviation, and climbing. I did rifle shooting at Camp Bowers, which was my very first summer camp. I was barely old enough to be eligible to take the merit badge. The next year, I took both shotgun and archery at Camp Durant. Shotgun shooting was the most fun I've had as a scout. For aviation, we got 2 Harrier pilots who had a long layover in Wilmington to talk to us for a few hours and let us see their planes. Years later, our troop still keeps up with one of the pilots who met with us, William MacDonald. He is now a Royal Air Force F-35B squadron leader. Of course, the highlight of the merit badge was getting to fly on a private jet, although I think my dad might have enjoyed that more than any of us. The climbing merit badge was also one of my favorites. We stayed at Camp Bowers for a weekend in the winter for our annual cold weather camp out and had an opportunity to do the climbing merit badge with Mr. Don Hardy. We got to climb both climbing towers, rappel, belay, and learn how to tie some useful knots. For my Eagle project, I designed a tree walk and audio tour for Greenfield Park. In the park, I identified 15 unique tree species to research and document for the tree walk. I then applied that research to creating an audio tour stop for each tree. I also marked each tree with an Arboretum grade sign that shows the name of the tree and a QR code that can be scanned with your smartphone camera. The tour website will allow you to listen to or read interesting facts about each tree. Apparently, people thought my project was pretty interesting because on September 11th of 2020, it made the front page of the newspaper. I learned a lot about management of time, resources, and working with people during my Eagle Scout project. One thing my Eagle project taught me was perseverance and flexibility. First of all, I had several projects that I had offered to do that had been rejected for one reason or another. When I finally started the tree walk project, I looked for celebrities from Wilmington to help do the narration for my audio tour. I had rejections from several celebrities. However, when I made a YouTube video requesting Charlie Daniels to do the narration for the different trees, his agent responded and said that he had loved my video and would be happy to help me. Mr. Daniels offered to record the tree walk introduction for me. I was extremely happy that he would be willing to do this for me. Unfortunately, Mr. Daniels unexpectedly died a few days after I sent him the intro script, before he found time to record it. I ended up recording the intro myself and dedicating the project to the memory of Charlie Daniels. In addition to my Eagle project, I've experienced many other opportunities to show both leadership and service. In Scouts, I have served as a patrol leader for over 2 years. And similar to Noah, I've also done Eagle Minutes for our troop. I've done presentations on things such as what you need to bring with you on a cold weather hike and what the 10 essentials include. Another example of showing leadership was when I offered to be the scribe of our troop after having just joined. In church, I frequently play the piano in the praise band during our Sunday morning service. I have enjoyed the many opportunities I've had to be of service to people. With Scouts, I've done many community service projects of my own, as well as attend projects organized by other Scouts. I've rung bells for the Salvation Army, helped my brother with a dog food drive at Petco, washed church windows, helped install 2 free libraries, helped mark sewer drains for wildlife conservation, helped build a church playground, helped landscape the front of a church, helped build dog park benches, helped install LED church lighting, and helped clean Camp Bowers up on several occasions. For my STAR project, I replaced some heavy-duty sliding shelves that are in the back room here at St. Matthew's to hold heavy candles and other traditional ceremonial items. For my life project, I went with the other members of my troop and helped clean up Camp Bowers after Hurricane Florence. I enjoy community service and will always remember these projects, as well as look for opportunities to be helpful to others. I have attended Boy Scouts for almost 5 years now and was honored to be elected and complete the ordeal necessary to become a member of the Order of the Arrow. I play on a varsity soccer team and am an active member of my church. I enjoy playing the piano and have been taking lessons for 7 years. I have cherished these years of Boy Scouts and promise to always live out the Scout Oath, the Scout Law, and the Outdoor Code. Ambition-wise, I'm still undecided. I've been exposed to many different potential careers through Scouting, and I haven't decided which path to take. There are moments when I want to be a fighter pilot, moments when I want to be a doctor, and yet other moments when I want to be a lawyer. I'm hoping for clarity in the next few years, at which point I plan to attend one of North Carolina's excellent state-supported universities. I feel Scouting has prepared me to excel regardless of the path I choose. Thank you.
Good boy.
Good boy, Charlie.